There are some countries in this world that, once you see them, feel like your dreams have suddenly become reality. Blue seas, sky-high mountains, secret islands, hidden beaches, and such beauty that can be captured on camera but never left the mind. In today's video, we'll explore a country where every place tells a different story, and every scene reminds us of how beautiful the world can truly be. The Philippines, a living masterpiece painted by nature itself. In this video, you will learn about the 13 best and most beautiful places to visit in the Philippines, which are not just to be seen, but to be experienced. Stay until the end of the video, because the last place on the list might just become your dream travel destination today. So, without further ado, let's begin this incredible journey to step into the paradise of the Philippines. Number 13. Mactan Island. There are some islands in this world that are more than just places to visit. They are a perfect blend of history, sea, and luxury. One such island floating in the blue sea near Cebu province in the Philippines is called Mactan Island. As soon as you step foot on this island, you will see luxurious resorts, clear blue waters, and white sandy beaches on one side, while on the other side lies the proud history of the Philippines. This is Mactan Island. It was here that the heroic warrior Lapu-Lapu stood, defending his land against foreign invasion, and it was here that Magellan's journey stopped. Today's Mactan is not just limited to history, it's an adventure paradise. Snorkeling, scuba diving, parasailing, and island hopping, there's no chance for sea lovers to get bored here for a single moment. As soon as you go underwater, colorful corals and schools of fish will surround you from close quarters, and you will feel like you have stepped into a documentary film. Sitting by the sea, at the end of the day, when the sky turns orange and purple at sunset, Mactan Island proves itself. It's not just an island, it's a peaceful feeling. If you want to experience history, adventure, and luxury all in one place, then your next travel destination should definitely be Mactan Island, Philippines. Number 12. Siquijor Island. There are some islands in this world whose stories are more mysterious than their beauty, and that mystery draws people back again and again. Siquijor Island is one such island quietly hidden between green mountains and blue seas in the middle of the Philippines. Many call it the Magic Island, some call it the Mystery Island, but Siquijor is actually a silent masterpiece of nature. Upon entering this island, you will be surrounded by dense forests, empty roads, and a blue sea that looks incredible in real life, even in pictures. Siquijor is not just about the sea. It's home to the three-tiered blue waterfall of Cambugahay Falls, where you'll feel like all your fatigue is washed away just by jumping in. There is also the 100-year-old balay tree, under whose roots a natural spring flows continuously, and locals believe that the power of this place is extraordinary. During the day, cliff diving at Salagdung Beach sets adventure lovers' blood on fire, and in the evening, sitting by the sea and watching the sunset feels like time has stopped. When night falls, Siquijor becomes even more mysterious under the starry sky, calm, silent, yet deeply fascinating. If you are looking for nature, peace, and a bit of mystery all at once, away from the crowds, then your next destination should definitely be Siquijor Island, Philippines. Number 11. Port Barton. There are some places in this world where, upon arriving, I feel like I've been rushing through life for no reason. Port Barton is one such quiet paradise, hidden by the sea between El Nido and Puerto Princesa in the Palawan province of the Philippines. There are no tall buildings, no noise, no luxury shopping malls, but there is clear blue sea, white sandy beaches, and a silent, deep connection with nature. Port Barton is the true meaning of slow travel, where time itself learns to move a little slower. Number 10. There are some places in this world that seem not to have been created by nature, but rather painted with human patience, faith, and dreams. One such wonder, arranged in green steppes between clouds and mountains in the northern mountainous region of the Philippines, is the Banaue Rice Terraces. More than 2,000 years ago, the Ifugao people carved out mountains with their own hands and faith, without any modern tools, creating this incredible plateau. Banawe is not just about rice fields. It is a silent story of human perseverance and survival across generations. When the morning light slowly descends on the slopes of the mountains, and the sun's rays pierce the clouds and touch the green steppes, the entire area becomes a living painting in an instant. While walking here, you will not only take pictures, you will feel the breath of a culture, hear the sound of the fountain, the calls of birds, and the song of the rice fields swaying in the wind. When you stand at viewpoints like Batad and Bangan and look down, you truly understand how humans and nature can write epic poems together. At the end of the day, sitting in a small village house and listening to the laughter of the local people and their stories, Banawe will make you not just a spectator, but a part of this mountain for a moment. Banawe Rice Terraces is not an ordinary tourist spot. It is a living memory of human history that stands the test of time. So if you want to return with not just beautiful views, but a deep feeling, then your next travel destination should definitely be Banawe Rice Terraces, Philippines. Number 9. There are some cities in this world where, when you walk down the street, not only the present, but also history walks alongside you. Intramuros is the name of a once fortified gateway surrounded by brick and stone walls, amidst the hustle and bustle of modern Manila in the heart of the Philippines. This 400-year-old walled city is a testament to Spanish rule, where every stone and every alley silently tells a story of war, faith, and change. As soon as you enter San Agustin Church, time stops, and standing at the gate of Fort Santiago, it seems like the Philippine national hero Dr. Jose Rizal once walked this path. Today, when walking through Rizal Park, the laughter of children on one side and the silence of the memorial on the other blend together, reminding us of the great sacrifices behind freedom. At the end of the day, when the sun sets in the Manila sky, the walls of Intramuros and the lights of Rizal Park together tell the city that Manila is not just a city, it is a living book of history. So if you want to know the true story of a country hidden behind shopping malls and traffic, your trip to Manila would be incomplete without seeing Intramuros and Rizal Park. Number 8. There are some cities in this world where, upon entering, it feels like we have suddenly gone back hundreds of years. Vigan City is one such historic city in the northern Philippines province of Ilocos Sur that seems to have stopped time. The most famous street in this city is Calle Crisologo, a cobblestone street lined with Spanish-era houses on both sides, and the sound of horse-drawn carriages makes it feel like you're walking through a living museum. During the day, Vigan is quiet and elegant, but as evening falls, the entire city becomes strangely romantic, bathed in yellow light. Vigan is not just about old buildings. It is a rare blend of Philippine history and Spanish-Asian culture. The Sequia Mansion, the old cathedral, and small museums silently tell the story of this city's glorious past. And when it comes to food, Vigan is completely different. The famous Vigan longanisa, empanada, and local street food here make the trip even more memorable in terms of taste. Walking slowly down Calle Crisologo at the end of the day, the surrounding lights, the smell of history, and the feeling of old times floating in the air remind me, not all beautiful places are in skyscrapers. Vigan City is not an ordinary city. It is a living poem that holds on to the past. So if you're looking to get away from the crowds and find a little history, a little romance, and a lot of emotion, then your next destination should definitely be Vigan City, Ilocos Sur. Number 7. There are some places in this world where, upon arriving, you feel like the reality is 1,000 times more beautiful than what you saw in the pictures. One such island, lying in the lap of the Blue Sea, near the Bohol province of the Philippines, is called Panglao Island. This island is all about soft white sand, clear blue water, and a tranquil environment where time moves at its own pace. Alona Beach, Panglau's most popular beach, is sparkling in the sun during the day and comes alive with lights and soft music at night, but never gets too noisy. A different world opens up as soon as you go under the sea. Colorful coral, schools of fish, and the muted blueness instantly captivate diving and snorkeling enthusiasts. Panglao is not just the sea, it is also the gateway to Bohol. Just a few minutes drive will take you to the famous Chocolate Hills, where hundreds of mountains stand together, showcasing the strange beauty of nature. And as I float on the Lobok River in a boat, the surrounding greenery and music completely lighten my mind. At the end of the day, sitting on a quiet beach in Panglao and watching the sunset, you'll feel like you needed to come here for this moment. Bohol Panglao Island is not an ordinary travel spot. It is a perfect balance of nature, peace, and adventure. So if you want the sea, mountains, and memorable feelings in the same trip, then your next destination should definitely be Bohol, Panglao Island, Philippines. Number 6. There are some islands in this world where you can understand as soon as you set foot there, this is not just a place to roam, but there is a story, a history, and the call of the blue sea. Cebu Island is one of the most vibrant islands in the country, of thousands of islands in the middle of the Philippines. Cebu means the hustle and bustle of the modern city on one hand, and the pure beauty of nature on the other. You get a taste of both worlds at once. This island was the first place where Europeans set foot, and it is home to the historic Magellan's Cross and the Basilica del Santo Nio, where people still experience faith and history together. But the real thrill of Cebu lies outside the city. When diving into the waters of Moalboal, schools of thousands of sardines move together, creating one of the most incredible underwater scenes in the world. And the experience of swimming with whale sharks in Oslob is something you should never forget, even if you only do it once in your life. For mountain and waterfall lovers, there's Kawasan Falls, a three-tiered blue waterfall where canyoneering takes the adventure to the next level. At the end of the day, when you stand at a hilltop viewpoint in Cebu and watch the sunset, you'll feel like this island is not just for traveling, it's for experiencing. Cebu Island means the roots of history, the thrill of adventure, and the peace of the island, all in one. So if you want to experience all kinds of emotions in one trip, then your next destination should definitely be Cebu Island, Philippines. Number 5. There are some islands in this world where, upon arriving, I feel like I've made life too complicated for so long. Siargao Island is one such free-spirited island, nestled in the waves of the Pacific Ocean on the eastern tip of the Philippines. Siargao means salty air, open roads, and an environment where people follow the sun and waves without looking at the clock. This island is called the surfing capital of the Philippines, and at its heart is the famous Cloud 9, where the roar of the waves becomes a dream call for surfers. But Siargao is not just about surfing. It's about a raw love of nature. Jumping off a diving board into the green-blue waters of Sugba Lagoon instantly melts away all worries, while the natural swimming pools formed at low tide at Magpupunco Rock Pools prove that nature itself is the best designer. Riding a motorbike along palm tree roads during the day and sitting by the sea in the evening watching the sunset, these are the little moments that make Siargao special. When night falls, it's not a luxurious club, but rather the sounds of guitars and silent laughter under the starry sky. Siargao is not a place, it's a lifestyle, where people learn to live slowly again. So if you want to free yourself a little by going beyond the crowds, noise, and rules, then your next destination should definitely be Siargao Island, Philippines. Number 4. There are some beaches in this world that are not only beautiful, they make people believe that heaven really does exist. Boracay, White Beach is a long stretch of soft white sand between the sky and the sea on the western tip of the Philippines. This sand is not only white, It is so soft that when you step on it, it feels like you are walking on sugar or flour, and the incredibly blue water spreads before your eyes. White beach means two different forms of day and night. During the day, the ocean itself challenges you with parasailing, kayaking, and stand-up paddleboarding, and you'll understand this beach never gets boring. The color of the water here changes moment by moment, from light blue to dark turquoise, as if the ocean itself is playing with its own beauty. But the real magic of White Beach begins at sunset. When the sky is filled with orange, pink, and purple, just standing silently by the seashore and gazing out, you realize that some beauty is just meant to be experienced. When night falls, White Beach transforms again. The dim lights, the sound of waves, and distant music combine to create a perfect island night. Boracay, White Beach is not an ordinary beach. It is the most beautiful definition of a dream vacation. So if you want perfect beaches, adventure, and unforgettable sunsets, then your next travel destination should definitely be Boracay, White Beach, Philippines. Number 3. There are some places in this world that seem as if nature has intentionally hidden its most secret secrets from human eyes. One such incredible wonder that flows silently through the dense jungle and mountains on the island of Palawan in the Philippines is the Puerto Princesa Underground River. It's not just a river, it's the world's longest navigable underground river, which flows silently through the mountains towards the sea. As you enter the dark cave by boat, the light from outside will slowly disappear, and all you will be left with is the stone walls, the sound of water, and the breath of nature. The thousands of years old stalactites and stalagmites hanging from the cave ceiling have created such shapes that it's as if nature itself had created a vast art gallery. In the midst of the silence, you will suddenly hear the sound of bats flapping their wings, and as the guide's flashlight shines, new stories will emerge from the stone walls. This river is not only beautiful, it is so important that it has been declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site and is listed as one of the 7 new natural wonders of the world. When you emerge from the cave and see the sunlight again, it will feel like you have entered the very depths of the earth for a few minutes. The Puerto Princesa Underground River is not an ordinary tourist spot. It is a living testament to the power and mystery of nature. So if you want to go beyond the sea and mountains and see the most hidden beauty in the world, then your Palawan trip would be incomplete without seeing the Puerto Princesa Underground River. Number 2. There are some places in this world where, upon arriving, it seems as if what you saw in the picture is not only beautiful in reality, but also incredibly powerful. Coron is one such paradise, quietly hidden between towering limestone mountains and the deep blue sea in the Palawan province of the Philippines. Coron means blue water suddenly appearing through gaps in limestone cliffs, and a tranquil environment where silence speaks louder than words. The most famous wonder of this place is Kayangan Lake, where standing on the top of a mountain and looking down, you can see 2 colored water, deep blue on one side, clear turquoise on the other. Coron is not just a beauty to the eyes, it is a diver's dream destination. Japanese warships sunk during World War II are now a mysterious museum under the sea, where history and nature breathe together when you dive. After a day of island hopping, a dip in the warm waters of Barracuda Lake will soothe both body and mind. And at the end of the day, when you climb to the top of Mount Tapias, climb about 700 steps, and see the entire city of Coron bathed in the sunset light, you will understand that this place is not just for sightseeing, but for experiencing it. Palawan, Coron, is no ordinary island. It is a combination of nature's bold beauty and silent mystery. So if you want adventure, tranquility, and the taste of the clearest water in the world all in one trip, then your next destination should definitely be Palawan, Coron, Philippines. Number 1. Palawan, El Nido Reduced Pause version. There are some places in this world where, upon arriving, it feels like we're not in a country, but straight into a dream. El Nido is one such paradise, hidden between the sea and the sky, in the Palawan province of the Philippines. Thousands of shades of blue all around, huge limestone mountains seem to have risen from the ocean, and hidden in between them are quiet beaches of white sand and crystal clear water. El Nido doesn't just mean the sea. El Nido means a perfect blend of adventure, mystery, and tranquility. Here, you will discover one island after another by taking a boat ride in the morning and going island hopping. Big lagoon, small lagoon, secret beach, and hidden beach. As mysterious as the names are, the views are 1,000 times more incredible. When you dive under the sea, you will be greeted by colorful corals, schools of fish, and a quiet, different world, where it will feel like time has stopped for a moment. At the end of the day, when you stand at a mountain viewpoint in El Nido town and watch the sunset, you will feel like you needed to come here at least once in your life just for this moment. El Nido is not just a trip, it's a feeling, which can be captured on camera, but to fully understand it, you have to bring yourself here. So if you want to get away from the crowds and get lost in the purest beauty of nature, then your next destination should be Palawan, El Nido.